Hello and welcome to Philip's Thoughts. I'm Philip, and today I had a thought. This is something I need to get out. It's just something that's been bugging me for a long time, and this is going to be one of those learning moments, for the kids, or maybe even for some adults too. I don't know. But I want to go ahead and get this out there. It's just been something that's kind of bugged me for a while. Out on the internet and on TV and stuff, you see these articles and different items where it's like, oh, this supermodel, she was body shamed, or, this actress was fat shamed, shamed, being shamed or shaming, those aren't things, okay? They were insulted. They were not shamed, they were insulted. You have the power to be shamed, to shame yourself, when somebody insults you, but you don't, that's not what somebody else can do to you. You may have noticed I'm a little fat, hey, the same troll that basically, is fat shaming, whatever actress could tell me I'm fat, and it's like, okay, I am, I know I am. That's not a big deal. I don't care, that much. You're not going to shame me by that, saying that. That's just the way it is. My young son, one time called me fat, and he looked at me, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Dad. And I'm like, why? You didn't lie. I am, so it's like not that big of a deal. It's like, you accept that. You have the power to allow yourself to be shamed, or to shame yourself, essentially. That's the power there. The person that's doing that, they're not shaming you, they're insulting you. Shaming is not a thing. Okay, they're insulting you. They're being a jerk. That's what they are. You say like, oh, he shamed them. Oh, they're just shamed. No, they're insulting them. They're being, an a-hole. They're not. They're not being nice people, and that's, just the way it is. You've got, Bill Maher out there, saying like, oh, we should be fat shaming poor people. And that's just ridiculous. I've been on both sides of it, really, because I've gone from being, super skinny to where when I was in high school, my friends called me Bones, because I was so skinny, and then, of course now I've got a lot of weight on me, so hey, kids, be careful what you wish for, because I always wished, like, oh man, I wish I could gain some weight, I lifted weights and everything, I got a heck of a lot stronger, but I didn't get that much bigger, until later in life, and so I've been on both sides of it, and then of course, the whole having glasses, being called four eyes and stuff. All those are insults. It's not somebody shaming you or anything. It's how you feel about yourself, and I guess Bill Maher is thinking, like, oh, well, if we fat shame people, they'll do something about it. Like, well, no, you fat shame somebody, you insult them and you make them feel bad about themselves. They give into it, and that's really what it is. You're giving them the power to make you feel bad, and you give into that, you feel bad about yourself, so you don't like yourself, you hate yourself, those are the next steps. And when you hate yourself, when you hate something, you're not going to try to fix it. If you love yourself, you might be like, hey, I love myself, I want myself to stick around, maybe I should lose some weight, maybe I should do this or that to improve myself. So you're not going to necessarily try to fix something you don't like. If you're hating yourself, you're not going to, you're just going to put yourself more and more depression. You're not going to get out there and you're going to do something about it. If you love yourself, if you like yourself, you'll get out there, you'll exercise, you'll do whatever you're going to do to change that thing about yourself. If you really have a hang up about wearing glasses, okay, you'll look into, contacts or maybe getting eye surgery. But that's something that you will do, you will take charge of, or you just accept it and say, yes, I have to wear glasses. Oh, I'm sorry, my eyes are bad. That's the way it goes. And, you have the power. It really boils down to you have the power. They don't. They're just being jerks. They're insulting you. And, at one point that was a bad thing. Our society has changed a lot, I guess. It's like, oh, he's just shaming them. He's shaming, and I don't know. We try to do a little bit of a stigma on that, but it falls back onto the person that, has the, extra weight or whatever, or, it's like, oh, you got this model of being body shamed because, oh, she's showing a little bit of cellulite or something in her hips, when she's on vacation. It's like, well, that's because that picture's not being doctored, it's not being airbrushed. That's the way a real person looks, kind of thing. And, you've got to look at who's doing this, it's probably some young 20-something-year-old kid that, hasn't seen, a real grown-up woman or been with one, who knows. And, it's just, I guess it's frustrating. You know, I think kids need to know this. You know, one, don't be a jerk. You know, you don't need to be that way. Everybody's different. Everybody's got something, you know, different about them. Everybody, you know, nobody's perfect, you know, and there's no reason to, you know, do that, you know, to somebody. And there's no reason to let somebody get to you that way. You know, you accept you for the way you are. If there's something that you want to change or something you can change, you change it, you know. You know, there may be reasons that you're heavy. You know, you may have, you know, some medical condition that, you know, you can't get out there and work out a whole lot. I mean, I've got arthritis. Makes it kind of hard for me to, you know, lift the weights and everything like I used to. And, you know, so it's harder for me to get in shape. Other people, I'm sure, have similar difficulties, you know. I mean, it's just, you know, you don't know what somebody else is going through. And, you know, to sit there and insult them, and that's what it is. It's insulting. It's not shaming anybody. It's insulting. You know, you're just being a jerk. You're insulting people. It's sad and ridiculous. It really is. You know, it shows more on that person and their character than the person that they're trying to insult. So, you know, I don't know. I just, you know, I had to get that out there. You know, this is something for my kids to know, you know, as they're growing up, you know, especially going into high school and everything, you know, because let's face it, you know, teenagers can be jerks quite often. And, you know, I think just, you know, have that self-esteem about yourself. You know, you have control of yourself. You can make yourself better. You can change things if you want, or you accept it and you say, yes, this is the way I am. You know, I mean, I've seen plenty of people where, you know, they're extra heavy, or maybe they got a bit of a limp or something like that, but they know that's the way they are. They, you know, you can't shame them about it. You know, they'll make fun of themselves or whatever on it, or they just get out there and have a good time. You know, I mean, you'll see, you know, I've seen some really heavy guys, you know, out on the dance floor going at it and everything, you know, and it's like, wow, you know, how's he move like that? And, you know, but they're comfortable in their skin, you know, they're comfortable the way they are, they're happy the way they are, and they don't let anybody else define them, really. So, anyways, I had to kind of get that off my chest today. It's just seeing different things, especially the Bill Maher thing, calling for people to be fat shamed, just really irked me today. So, bear with me. Hopefully you stay through to the end. You know, please like and subscribe to my channel. It's not all going to be rant and raves like this. You know, we are doing fun stuff out in the garden, in the kitchen. You know, having a good time, you know, but there are some life lessons that we need to learn. And hopefully today we learned a few things. You know, one, and the first one, most important, was, you know, you have the power to define yourself, to make yourself better, and don't let anybody tear you down. Two, you know, the people that are doing the, you know, shaming, you know, I'll say insulting, you know, they're jerks, they're idiots, they're a-holes, whatever you want to call them, you know, trying to keep this as clean as I can for YouTube. And it says more about them when they're insulting you, that they have their own insecurities, etc., than what you're going through, you know, than what they're trying to do to you. So, yeah, just, you know, keep thinking, guys. Keep, you know, encouraging each other to strive for better, and, you know, ignore the jerks. That's about all I've got to say today. So, like, subscribe, please comment below, and, you know, keep it clean. That's not, you know, get really bad, you know, insulting anybody or anything like that. But again, you know, we all got to live on this planet. Let's try to be happy, guys. Come on. And that's all for today. Thanks.